All right, I'm gonna kind of show you guys the different types of assignments that you can assign in Schoology, and hopefully answer some questions that I've been getting and make your life a little bit easier. Um, so I'm going to show you now. The kids are going to get some videos and tutorials on what their assignments look like on their end. So you can get some more information from those if you watch those. But I'm just going to kind of skim through and give you a good idea and talk about just the general of what works well and what doesn't. Okay, so if I'm adding an assignment and I just want just a regular, I'm just going to give them some directions. I have a title. I'm going to give them some directions and I'm going to click create. That gives the student something that looks like this. So there's their directions over here, whatever you type in or put in there. And then they have, instead of it saying resubmit assignment, it would just say submit assignment. And when they click on submit assignment, they have three options. They can upload a file, they can create kind of like a Word document, or they can add a resource. And usually, if you're adding a resource, they would go to their apps. And their Google Drive will be connected and they can get something from their Google Drive. So let's talk about create. This isn't my favorite way of students turning in their stuff because this doesn't automatically save anything. So you can save a draft, but if they get distracted, close their computer, whatever, and don't save it as a draft, then whatever work they do, they're not going to have access to. But they do have all the same tools up here as a normal Word document. If they upload, that's fine. Whatever they download to their computer, they can upload here. And if you do if your courses have access material in them, a lot of those courses are set up for them to do the task at the end and upload it to you. And so let me show you what the student will have to do if you keep those assignments that way. So when they click on their task, every single one of them is going to open as a Word document. So the first thing that your student has to remember to do is to go to File and Save as Google Docs, because if they edit absolutely anything in this document, it will not be automatically saved. And so then when they, if they want to save as a Google Doc later, or even if they want to download, it's going to be chaotic. A lot of their stuff will probably get lost. So the first thing they have to do is save as a Google Doc if you're going to have them do it this way. Okay, now that's made a copy for them in their Google Drive. Okay, that's fine. They can edit it great. When they're done answering those questions, then they would come over here to either files, or they could go through the resources if they wanted to. And then they would upload it from their Google Drive. Click open and be done. On your end, as the teacher, what that's going to look like when they make a submission is you're going to have the names come up over here. You can click on them to see what they've submitted. And this was a document upload. And so it's going to come up like you can see the document. Takes a minute. Okay, they were supposed to create or submit a screenshot. And then you'll have your different students down here lined up, and so you can click to go to the next student after you put your grade in. You also have the option to grade with Cami. It's not going to be super important. Now this is an example of someone who submitted an answer or assignment through that Create tab. And so that's what it would look like to you, say a paragraph or whatever. And you give their grade, and you're done grading. Okay, so that's your just submit an assignment through Schoology, just general assignment. Now let's talk about the Google assignments. And if Google assignments are not showing up when you go to add an assignment, I'll show you what I mean. So if this Google Drive assignment button is not showing up for you, and I think it does for everybody, but if not, you need to go to your apps up here and find it and install it. So you go to App Center, find Google Assignments, and add it. Okay, when I add a Google assignment, this is what happens. I still title it whatever. I go to Google Drive Assignments, and the only thing that it's going to let me upload is something that is in Google form. So documents, slides, spreadsheets, whatever. So I'm going to attach this, say that's my assignment. I want them to complete this assignment within a Google Doc. So what this is going to do is going to automatically make a copy for every student, and it's going to automatically save that copy into their Google Drive when they open the assignment up. And so then everything is automatically saved and on their Chromebook, no matter what happens. What is also cool about this, probably one of my favorite things, is in your submissions, this is what it looks like on your end with a Google assignment. So you have the description here and what the actual document is. And then you can see who is actually doing their work, and you can see it in real time. So none of my students have opened it up except one that's submitted. But if they were to open this up, their Google document will show up right here, and I can see everything they're doing in real time. So even if you're in class and a student has a question about something, they're working on a Google assignment, they can ask you, hey, Ms. Putman, I'm on number 2. I'm not really sure what this word means, or is this answer okay, or do I need to add more? And I can pull it up on my screen. You don't have to, they don't have to bring you their Chromebook or anything. They can just raise their hand, and you can see it on your screen automatically. And then submissions, when they're submitted, you would grade them this way. And so you can see the submission. And all the names that are submitted will be right here for you to see. So I really like Google Assignments because it saves and you can see what they're doing in real time. Okay, let's look at a Cami assignment. Okay, if we want to make a Cami assignment, there's some different things that you kind of need to know here. First of all, any kind of PDF that you attach here. So if you accept, Google Drive assignments won't let you upload a PDF. But if you were to go to your files, because you can attach files here, and find a PDF and upload that. If you attach that file, no matter if you push this Cami button or not, it is going to it's going to give the kids the option to open it in Cami and turn it in and submit it on Schoology. So you don't always have to use the Cami button if your document is already a PDF. If it is not a PDF, or if you have edited or added video or something like that to their assignment in Cami, so if it's not a PDF, or if you've edited the document in Cami and you want the kids to see that, then you have to use this Cami button, and it will open up your Google Drive and your files, and then what you've done in Cami. So if you have a Word document and you want them to complete it in Kami, you do not have to find some kind of PDF converter. All you have to do is upload that as or through the Kami button, and it will convert it to a PDF for you. Okay, so once that's taken care of, you have your file uploaded. So once you click OK, you've created your assignment. You're going to have a PDF over here, and all of the kids are going to see the same thing. If you don't actually upload it through that Kami button, it's not going to be as big, but it's still going to say Open Assignment with Kami, and they're still going to have that option. Okay, so and it's going to be a PDF because it's been converted. When they open the assignment with Kami, it automatically makes them a copy, and it does save it to their Google Drive. It also sends a copy to your Google Drive, but it's not that easy to find. It's in the shared with me files, and so and that document in your Google Drive, you can actually see them edit it in real time, but it's harder to find, and so when things like that are harder to find, I usually don't use it. If it ever, since this is here, if it ever, you ever get a box like this that says, would you like to add the text or run OCR, I would definitely do that every time, because that allows it allows Kami to read the words. Okay, when I go over the different tools to use in Kami with the kids, and you have the same exact options that they have. So watching that video that I did for them, it'll help you out. I'll also attach one that I've edited. So when they turn that Kami assignment in, it looks just like your other regular assignments submitted with Schoology. You do have the option to open with Kami over here, or grade with Kami, and that's going to open it up into the Kami app. And the only time that you would really have to do that is if your students have added comments that include videos or speech or anything like that. You're going to need to open that in Kami. But if they've just edited text, fill in the blank, whatever, then you'll be able to see it in Schoology just fine. Okay, I think that gives the gist of it. I'm going again, watch the student video that shows all the different options you have in Kami, and then I'm going to attach one that I have edited to show you the things that you can use it for in class. I hope this helps.